this is gonna last, or even if y'all will be able to hear me. But I'm gonna roll out and be down the Baton Rouge. What's up, YouTube? I don't know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I ain't got my Bluetooth on. Hi, sweet. Yeah, I took a really long shower. Like, I had a long day. Normally I'm usually in and out the shower in like 30 minutes, but really just a snack. Just green olives. I can eat this whole jar. I should have got me like another jar because I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing. They're really big ones though. I don't like. They're the big ones. When I start eating them, I can't stop eating. But I do have something else I want to try. Finally, let me set y'all up. Can you hear me, sweet? Is it clear, or do I need to put my headset on? I've seen you in, I think it's maybe Sincerely's live, or but I really haven't. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Okay, loud and clear. Good. That's good. Wait a minute. Hold on. Girl next door, is that you? I don't know where she's at, but I know she's got multiple accounts. So do I, but I don't. My other one I don't use. Not for this. It's for gaming. So once I get back to my gaming, that's when that channel will come out. I think I already have, I think, I don't know, 40 or 50 subscribers on the other one. I am getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna cook me up a little meal. And yeah, she is. She's a bit wild, but she's nice. She's funny. I like her. She makes me laugh. Her little short video thing she had today, saying, yeah, she's a little wild, but it's just funny. But I was in her live earlier today. I was actually getting ready to, I had just got back from eating lunch, late lunch with my dad. He also drives trucks. And we met up here where I'm at. And he bought me a road atlas because I didn't have one. And then he left to go to Brookhaven, Mississippi, to go deliver. Well, he was stopping at this little place that they have down there, and he was gonna buy him some lunch. Well, he had left, and I went to Walmart, got me some food, and then he called me, and he's all like, the dang restaurant's closed over here. He said, they ain't got nothing to eat. I'm like, well, what you gonna do for food? He said, I don't know, chips and a soda probably. I told him, he just gave me some money and bought me a road atlas. So I said, because I don't know if you knew, I had broke my last phone. And screen was all cracked and everything, so I had to spend the last little bit of money I had on a new phone. Otherwise, we wouldn't be chatting right now. And I wouldn't be able to do my job because we have to have this app on our phone. And so I spent the last little bit of money I had to get a new phone. So he had met me down here, gave me some money and everything. Well, I went to Walmart. And on my way back, he called me and he said, they ain't got no food here. I was like, well, I said, well, how far are you from me? So he told me, about like 50 miles. I said, well, let me get back to my truck, put everything in it. I said, and I'll come meet you. And we'll go out to go eat. Because I had told him earlier, after I was like, I asked him, I said, how far are you going to be from me? He's like, about an hour or so. I said, well, damn. I said, I wish we could, have dinner or lunch together, and I'll drive down there and go meet you. And he told me, no, don't worry about it. I'll get something to eat. Turns out he couldn't. So I drove down there earlier and went and met him, and we went and have dinner or lunch. And food was okay. It was just a little salty for my taste. And so I really didn't eat much. I got full off of what I did eat. I don't really eat a lot. But it was nice to, actually hang out with him and have lunch together. And so then when I got back to my truck, that's when I seen Sincerely was on. So I went to go stay in her life for a little bit and talk with her, and then I was gonna, let them know that I was going live. How many phones have I had? Like total? Like, I only have one right now, but since my first phone, I was 17. That thing was looked like a brick. Big long antenna, about that long. I've had many different phones. My favorites are the Samsungs, the Note series. But when I went to go trade my phone in, they didn't have any Notes. So I got a S21 Ultra. And so far I like it. It's almost the same size as the Note that I had. The only thing I'm missing is the pen. But I can get a phone case that'll hold a pen. It comes with one. But that'll be later. A walkie-talkie? Oh, I've had those before. I've had those. You were asleep. Well, wake up. I'm about to cook something. So I should have titled it different. Because I'm about to cook something in my truck for the first time, actually. Hang on, guys. See if I can send this message without ending my live. I don't want to do that. What do I have? Right now, I have chicken, broccoli, cauliflower, and it's not really cooking because it's going to be going in a microwave. So the chicken's already cooked. It's already pre-cooked. And the cauliflower and the broccoli is organic. She is a little wild. She's funny. Make our next what? But I am a little hungry. She said you told her, girl. So, in a minute, I'm gonna go grab the food, and I don't know if y'all will be able to see me, but I'll move this out the way. Man, that was good. I don't know if y'all can hear me good from back here, but I should have gotten some. Crap. Ugh. Let's see. Can't wait to get a skillet. That way, I can actually cook down my broccoli. But today, I'm gonna have to eat it cold. Red wine vinegar. I don't know if you can see. A little red wine vinegar. That's what I put on my chicken. Heat it up. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right there. Alright, I'm back. I'm doing, it's chicken, broccoli, and then I put red wine vinegar on it for flavoring, no seasonings. And then some bacon bits. And some garlic and herb, I think it's garlic and herb croutons. Like a chicken salad without the lettuce. So now, I was planning on leaving out today, but after my truck went into the shop, it got moved, and basically I lost my 34-hour reset. It restarted my 34-hour reset. I'd have had to sit here for another whole 31 hours with no pay, which I'm already doing, but I got put on the load. I got a load put on me earlier this morning. I'm at my terminal. I'm just sitting in my truck at my terminal. Well, not mine, but one of them. I was supposed to pick up a load somewhere in Jackson. and take it up to St. Louis. They put a load on me this morning. But because I was talking to a couple drivers and told them what I was dealing with all last week. So I'm waiting till tomorrow. I'm going to talk to some people about getting on like a dedicated account. And if I can get on a dedicated account tomorrow, if they can put me on something tomorrow, then I can start making some better money, because I just not making the money with the way I was getting loaded. I'm only going to be up another couple of hours, and then I'll be going to bed, so I can get up in the morning. It's 7, or say 8 o'clock right now, and 9. Let's see. I just need to be up by like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Go talk to some people, make some phone calls. Thank you. Thank you. I think I fixed more than what I can eat. Normally, I don't eat a lot. It's just chicken, broccoli. Let's see. It's just the focus. Chicken, broccoli, and croutons, and a little bit of bacon. No rice. No rice, no bread. I am trying to stay away from that. Dang it. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from that. It's just, even wheat bread or wheat rice or wheat is better for you, but trying to lose weight. Eat healthier. Bread, it depends on if what kind of bread you eat. Like when I eat bread, I only eat wheat. I don't eat white bread. White bread's not good for you. Neither is white rice. I actually have some really big strawberries too for like a snack or something, or for a midnight snack or whatever. Yeah, I'm done. I think it's already full. Well, after 6, most people, like after 6 o'clock, I guess it depends on like when you're active. Your body gets used to, certain times that you're active. Like, if you're like, your body gets used to, when you're ready to go to bed. So, what is that in pounds? Like, 65, I think, is what? 90 pounds? 100 pounds? That's light. 65 kilograms? No, what is it? Kilos? 65 kilos. I think that's like 120 pounds. I could be wrong. Me right now, my last time I was weighed, kilograms. I think that's like 120 in pounds. I could be wrong though. The last time I was weighed, I was in pounds. I was 210. I'm trying to get down to. I would want to get down to 175, 180, and then I would be happy. I worked for a place before I started trucking. I worked for this place. I was 222 pounds when I started with them, and it was a lot of heavy lifting and fast moving. You had to be fast on your feet. Working for basically a linen company. So we would take in aprons, towels, washcloths from like restaurants, hotels, things like that, and one cart full of hand cloths was on the scale. It was, if I remember right, 920 pounds. So we had to push this cart, and sometimes push and pull one behind us to the washers, because they would come in one place, go on this conveyor belt, get separated, get put into these big carts, and then we would take the carts and push them to another side of the building to the washers, and then from the washers they would have to get moved to the dryers on the opposite side. So we would have to push. I'd have to push one and pull one most times. And I worked there 4 months before moving from there back to my home state. I lost. See, I went down. What is that weight? I went down from 220 to 168. So That's over 30 pounds. That's like 30 pounds in like just under 4 months. Well, that's good, girl. I'm happy for you. And I know you'll get it. And 3 more to go. It's gonna be the toughest 3. Yeah. See, we had this big scale, like a really big scale, and it's what we would weigh the laundry on. You know, when I figured out what they were using it for, I was like, well, shoot, I can weigh myself, you know, and see what I weigh every day. So I'd weigh myself in the morning, and I started weighing myself. The first time I weighed myself, I was like 220, 224, something like that. I was pretty big. And so I was like, no, I said, I got to get down. So I would bust my butt, you know, pushing and pulling these carts, and, you know, basically getting a workout out of it. And lunchtime, I would weigh myself before I ate. And I basically would burn like a pound or 2 to 3 pounds before lunch. It just cardio, I guess. Then I would eat basically what I'm eating now. Chicken, vegetables, and no bread, no rice. I would have like maybe a couple of eggs, or some sausage for protein, and water mostly. Everyone, you know, I'd buy my tea that I like, but Gatorades to hydrate. But every day I was losing 3 to 5 pounds between getting there in the morning and before I leave. I weigh myself in the morning, before lunch, after lunch to see what I gained, and then before I went home. Hi, Real Truth. How do I stay awake? Get my sleep as much. I really don't sleep more than 6.5 hours. I listen to music, talk on the phone to family or friends. I have you can't hold the phone to your ear, so I got me a headset, and normally this is what I do my lives with, but put a crack in my window. I vape, so that kind of helps a little bit. I just, you know, keep myself occupied while I'm driving, like doing either talking on the phone or listening to music, singing with it. But I don't drive more than 9.5, 10 hours a day. My days are about 14 hours to, like, on a bad day, by the time my 14-hour clock is up, I'm going to bed. But sometimes my days are 19, 20 hours before I go to bed. I had a healthy body. You know, like I was saying, I got down to 168. No, wait, no, I was pushing for 165, and I got down. Yeah, it was 168, 167 before I had quit and moved back home. And then when I moved back home, all that good food down here, you know, down south where we eat, well, the foods we eat, you know, fried foods, rice. Dang near everything's either fried or greasy. And so I had to stop eating the things that I really enjoy eating, like gumbo. Oh, I ain't had a good bowl of gumbo in a very long time. And the only problem with gumbo really is everything in it. The rice, the gravy that you use, the juice, the greasy. But yeah, my days are very long too. Right now I'm actually on a break. I was supposed to leave out today or tonight. I'd be in bed right now if I'd had to leave out. Because I don't think the load picked up until like 11. So I'd be getting up at like an hour. But I have my full clock already. I'm ready to go for tomorrow. But I stayed. I could have left out today, but I stayed because I'm trying to talk to some people about getting on a certain account so I can make better money. Okay, sweet, and thank you for coming. If you need to get some sleep, it's okay. I understand. Real truth, where are you from? Is that Connecticut? Okay. How old are you? Okay. Are you thinking about getting into trucking? Because that's a good age, man. I wish I could have got in it at 30. I'm 38. But are you thinking about getting into it? Or do you have a permit or a license? Oh, hi, Homebake. Thank you. No, I look horrible. Alright, you just missed it. I cooked in my truck. Well, I didn't cook. I heated a meal up. I ate my first meal. I'm waiting to get me a pressure cooker or at least a skillet or something so I can start cooking in my truck. I had chicken, broccoli. I put red wine vinegar on it and croutons and bacon bits for no seasonings, no salt, no nothing on it. Only thing bad on it probably would have been the red wine vinegar and the bacon bits. It is very interesting, man. What I love about trucking is you don't have that boss over your shoulder. The only thing that really, most companies care about is you making your appointments on time. Now, unfortunately, sometimes that don't happen. You might pick up a load that's already late. And so you got to get it there, as fast as you can safely. The company I work for, they're all about safety. So, yeah, I am trying to eat better. No more truck stop food, hopefully. I have these. I don't know if you've seen them. Let me grab one. It's a shake for in the morning, like for breakfast. I'm trying this tomorrow. And I have like cauliflower and broccoli as well. So it was like chicken and broccoli today. Tomorrow I'll probably do the cauliflower, but I just put red wine vinegar on it for flavoring. I do have like seasonings, but I chose not to use them today. But this here, and then I have fruit. Like actually, I got strawberries. I didn't get any bananas actually, but I'm gonna drink this in the morning and see how it holds me up. Because I normally don't eat during the morning. Sometimes I don't even eat in the afternoon. I'll eat about 2 hours before I go to sleep. But I don't want to eat no more truck stop food. And real truth, that's the only bad thing about this is getting into trucking is tough and rough your first 6 months to a year, especially if you come into it without money. This one probably does. But there is another one that I have that has no sugar. So let me see. Hang on, y'all. Let me try to get some more lighting in here. Okay. 28 grams of sugar. So I'm gonna see if I like it, but I do have another one that has no sugar. But it's a much bigger bottle too, and I didn't know if both of the bigger bottles would have fit in my cooler, so that's why I grabbed this one. But I'm gonna get up in the morning and pour me a cup and see how it tastes. Trucking is hard. It can be. It's not for everybody, man. Like, it's not for everybody. If you have a family and you like to be home, then it's probably not for you. Now, don't get me wrong. There are companies out there that can keep you home, on the weekends. But if you go out and get your CDL, you might find a local company, a dump truck company, or something like that, especially around Connecticut, that can keep you home every day, and you get paid by the hour. But if you come do what they call OTR, which is over the road, I don't go home. I was home 3 days in the last 2 months. 4 days in the last 2 months. But it's not, if you're going to get into it, do it before January. Like, really think about it. If you're going to get into it, do it before January. Because they're changing a lot of rules. They're going to have more qualifications that you're going to have to do in order to obtain your CDL. The hardest part about starting is getting started. Like, the money, funds to, if you're going to pay for it yourself. If you have someone that'll help you. Schools are around $5,500 to, I've seen, $10,000. But the first thing you need to do is look for a good school around your area. Look for a really good school. And like, Google them and read the reviews. And don't just read a couple. Read, more than one to, see if that's going to be the school for you. There's actual trucking companies that will pay for your school, but they make you sign a contract. 6 months to a year, you have to stay with them. And those companies, I would say, avoid. But if you just want your foot in the door, then it's your decision. But it's basically, it's an opening to financial freedom, man. Like, you're not gonna, you can make a whole lot of money. I've got family that drives and they make $10K a week, and I mean, that's take home, like $10K a week. Got friends that drive that take home $30,000-$40,000 a month. I've had family that drove and made like $200K in a year. Like, I'm not gonna feed you any bullcrap. It's out there. You just got to do research and find the, But as far as a lot of bullshit that comes with it, and I don't like to curse, but there's a lot of bullshit that comes with it. But at the same time, if you're single, or if you don't have any kids, or you're looking, even if you do, you just want to, have a way to support them. They just have to understand that you may not be home, every weekend. But they'll be taken care of. You'll make the money. I can give you a list of companies. Snyder, Swift, Total Transportation. They actually go up through Connecticut. They probably would hire out of that area. But I have my ups and my downs here. But I mean, I love the company as a whole. Every company has its ups and downs. Every company has its bad apples. Whether it's drivers or miscommunication between a driver and a recruiter, or a dispatcher. But it's a good career, man. Make sure belly. It's all I do is sit. Like, I could walk around the yard, but there's too many mosquitoes out. That's why I came back. I was outside earlier. After I took my shower, I came out and started talking to a couple drivers, and I was just getting ate up by mosquitoes. So I came back to my truck, and when I got back to my truck, I started getting hungry. But yeah, Another thing I want to get for my truck is some weights, and like when I'm out at a if I'm out at a shipper or receiver, and I'm gonna be there for a while. I can take a walk up and down, and up and down the yard or whatever where I'm at, as long as I'm not away from my truck too long, because I have to be able to, like if I'm getting loaded or unloaded, I have to be able to watch, so I know when they're done. But tomorrow I'm gonna get up in the morning and go see what I can find out about getting on a dedicated run, because I did have a bad week last week, and I broke my phone and had to spend the last bit of money I had to get a new phone. So live loads suck, because you sit there for a couple of hours sometimes, and sometimes 2 to 4 hours. Depends on the place that you're at. It's not every place you go, but depends on the place you go. Like, I like going to Coca-Cola. They're 45 minutes to an hour and you're out of there. But going to paper mills and other little places that are not big distribution centers, which we call DCs, like your smaller places you pick up or deliver and they're live, it could take a whole day loading you. You might get there and have 2 or 3 trucks in front of you that you gotta sit and wait. So you lose your time sitting there. Your 14-hour clock, you'll lose up to like 2 hours before it'll stop. But if it catches up to your 11, and you haven't even really, it forces you to take your 30-minute break, and when you may not have wanted it to. You could just start. Excuse me. You could just start your clock out for the day. Go 100 miles up the road and pick up a load. And I say it's a live load or a live unload. So it's a live load. And you sit there more than 30 minutes off duty. You lose your 30-minute break. So let's say you lost an hour and a half off your clock. Well, it resets you back to 8 hours. So then you finally get loaded, your 14-hour clock is down to 12 hours, to 11 hours and 30 minutes. And you get there, you finally leave. Now, instead of having a whole 14 hours from like picking up like a drop and hook, now you've only got 12 hours in the day to run as far as you can. You can still cover out, but you can't drive past 11 hours a day. You can only drive 11 hours a day total. We start out with 8, and then after our 30-minute break, it resets our clock back to 8 hours. But I just don't like sitting. I like to move. Let's see. I don't get nothing back tonight at midnight. So right now, oh no, because I'm already set. I forgot. I already reset. I have my full clock. So whenever I leave out in the morning, I have a fresh clock. So I'll be able to run until probably by next Saturday, maybe Sunday. I'll have to shut down. Unless I can run on recap, which is hours that you get back after so many days. Like whatever I run today, or I mean whatever I'm gonna run tomorrow, I'll get back like 8 days later. So if I run 10, 11 hours, I'll get that back. If I'm understanding it right. Yeah. Most companies that you don't have to. You can be home Thanksgiving, Christmas, of course. But you can choose to stay out. And some companies will pay you to work during the holidays. They call it peak season. So they have high dollar loads that need to go out, like say Amazon or FedEx. So if you run that and you stay out up until that day of, like say up till that day of Christmas, go home that late Christmas afternoon or whatever, your company will pay you. Most companies will pay you to stay out, but it's almost your choice. And me, Thanksgiving, I'm gonna end up staying out. If I can get that bonus that they give out, I could use the money to pay some bills, and then see my son. Or use the money to catch up on some bills and see my son. Okay, yeah. Let's see. There you go. But trucking, man, you have to really want it. Like, I done a lot of other jobs before this. This is all I've ever wanted to do. Since I was like 15. Maybe no, 10. I've always wanted to be a truck driver. It's been in my family since I was, I want to say 4 or 5 years old. And I know a lot about the trucking business, whatever, you know, like little things. I don't know everything, but I have some knowledge of it. I have some knowledge of different companies as well, even though I didn't work for them. I've done research on different companies. But the reason I came here It was the last company, just it didn't work out for me. I tried it. It wasn't for me. And this company was close to my home. They run me where I want to run. I don't have to go anywhere I don't want to go. I'm just trying to get on a dedicated account. That way I can you know your miles, and if you run it's basically by the load. You have to run like 5 loads a week to make your pay, which I'm pretty sure I can do it. Pretty sure I can do that. So you unload your trailer. Most of the time, you're picking up a trailer that's already loaded from a DC, and you deliver it to stores. And you unload them, and then you go to like 4 stores a day, and then you go right back to the DC. Which you don't drive more than 2,000 miles to 2,500 miles a week. But if you make your loads, then you know what your pay is going to be. When you do OTR, you get paid by the mile. You get some detention pay for making an appointment on time and not getting unloaded on time. If you sit and wait, there's detention pay. So there's other ways to have to make money in trucking besides mileage. But like I said, man, it's something you have. If you're thinking about it, do it before January, because that's when it's going to be the hardest to get the CDL. A lot of schools are actually probably going to shut down because, like the smaller schools, they have to be qualified even more to teach. Like the school I went to, I don't know if they don't really have the instructors either. They're a good school, but they don't even have the instructors to do everything. They have 2, but really just 1, because the other one, I don't even see what he's there for. I mean, basically just a road test. There's one person that does the in-class work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then every Friday everybody's at the vacuum pad. But every day, like let's say from 8 to 12, you're in class until you get your permit. Once you get your permit, you don't have to go to class anymore. You just go straight to the vacuum pad. Well, for the ones that are in class, they go from 8 to noon, and then you take a 1-hour lunch, and then at 1 o'clock, when you return, you go to the vacuum pad. Now, you go to the vacuum pad, but you can't get into a truck until you get your permit. So, you're basically out there watching other people back up. So they try to push you to get it as fast as possible. But if you're in Connecticut, man, I don't know Connecticut that well. I don't go up that way, but I know my company does. Fortunately, they don't pay for schooling, but if you get your CDL, my company will hire you. and then you go on a truck with a trainer for 4 weeks, which is like you have to do like 175 hours of training, and they pay you while you're in training. Well, on the truck, I think it's $600, $650 a week. And there's not a lot of taxes taken out, and then you get you get your insurance and everything, and after your 30 days, your insurance will kick in. But if I can tell you one thing, another thing, to get into trucking, man, I made a video about this too, so watch my other videos. This thing here, the CB, get you one, because it's already saved me from like accidents. You don't have to talk on it, but if you have one and you can hear, you listen. Like, I'll turn mine on first thing in the morning when I'm ready to go. First thing I do is I turn mine on, and I've met some drivers already through it, but and occasionally I talk, but it's really just for listening. You know, a cop up ahead, or a wreck, an accident. You know, so you might learn of an accident that's up the road, and now you know that you're going to be slowing down or stopping in X amount of miles. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm getting tired. My lives are normally 2 hours long, but real truth, man, I appreciate you coming. I don't know how you found me, so can I ask, you know, did you just find me in your feed, or? Because just curious. This is what my channel is about. I have a lot of subscribers that are, well, most of my subscribers are from other places, other countries. You know, friends that I've met through other channels. You know, but this is what my is about. I recommended, man, that is good. That means I'm getting out there. When my first video, go back, I want to say it's about 4 weeks ago, maybe, no, 4 to 6 weeks ago. I'm on the backing pad, and I talk about my company. I say in that video, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not here to beg for subscribers or anything like that. My channel is basically just to get information out for people thinking about or trying to get into trucking. And I'm one of those people that like to share what I've learned. Why you can't see some of your messages, I don't know. I don't know. But real truth, I mean, that means my channel is actually getting out there, and you know, I thank you for coming. So if you have a channel, you know, and you can drop your link. and I'll subscribe to you as well. But and Juan Christian, I don't know why you can't see your messages. This is the first time that's anyone ever said that. But yeah, I try to. No, I don't think. Who is that? Girl next door, is that you? From what it looks like, that looks like you. Um, yeah, if you have a channel, man, drop your link, and I knew it's gotta be you. We gotta have a talk. We gotta have a talk. But like I was saying, no truth, no channel. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. About what? You just have to wait and see. Yeah, man, like, I encourage you, if you really want to get into trucking, man, like, you sub to me. I'll get in touch with you through a comment, and like, post a comment on any video, and I'll get in touch with you, and see about helping you find a school, in your area, because it really starts with the school. But get into it before January. Winter months are coming up. I don't know if you're working right now, but getting into trucking in the winter months can be harsh. Driving in ice and snow, I haven't done it yet. I've driven in ice and snow in a car. Some people in cars can't drive in ice and snow. I scare you? Well, that's what it's about. You scared me. It can be harsh, man, and I do believe my company does hire from out of there, and they would basically fly you down from Connecticut to Jackson, Mississippi. Put you in a hotel. This is all after you have your CDL. Put you in a hotel, and then you'll go to 2 different hotels. Your first week, the hotel is not that great. I'll be honest, it's not the best. The location for food is not the best. But the second week of training, of class, is a little bit better. You're not in class, boring class. You're actually out on the backing pad learning how to back, and but when you go back to the hotel, you're in a really nice hotel. Well, you over here, Seth, Naval. Is that you, Seth? Hey, son. I'm just gonna say this, Seth. Group message. Group message. That's what the conversation's about. But if you, and another thing, real truth, I don't know if you're still here. This app that I use for lives, it shows me like 1, 2, then 4, then 5, and then back to 1, back to 2. Yeah, you too, girl next door. Yeah, we gotta have a talk. It's nothing bad. I'm just messing with you, but we gotta have a talk. But Seth, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, I can link you up with some other people that I know that are truck drivers, and they have a lot of old videos that I watched, and I learned a lot from them too. Not only just my family and friends, but I watched a lot of trucking videos. One of my favorites to go to, and he doesn't drive anymore, but one of my favorites to go to is Riding with Dave. You watch a lot of his older channels, his older videos. He puts the good, the bad, and everything in his videos. So, and that's basically what my channel's about as well. What you mean, it's all mine? It's all... What you mean, girl? Is it just you in here? You're two? Is that what you're telling me? I guess I lost the other two. Oh. Well, Real Truth was not yours. But yeah, I'm gonna end up cutting this one short here in a little while, but I really just came in to talk about my day. Yeah. Sorry, I had to answer a question, text message. Oh, well, thank you, girl. Thank you. But yeah, I came in here to talk about my day today. I found out some information today about getting on a dedicated account. I should have left today, but kind of glad I did, because I am kind of tired. I've been up since early this morning, and they would have wanted me to leave like in the next hour. If I looked at the thing right, I would have had to leave in the next hour to go pick up my load. I'd have been going to St. Louis, Missouri, which would have been good miles, like over 600 total, almost 700. Or I think it would have been 700. But I decided to stay so I could talk to some people tomorrow about getting on a dedicated run. Because with dedicateds, there's no... You unload your trailer, but the faster you get done, the faster you get out of there. When you have a live load or live unload, you never really know how long it's going to take. It can take an hour, it can take 4 hours. But it just depends on you, on how fast you can unload and get out of there and get to the next drop, because you might have 2 or 3 drops. So, but yeah. And then I got to eat lunch with my dad. So today overall was an okay day. It was a great day, I guess. But I should be leaving out tomorrow, and if I do, I'll just upload a video of where I'll be going, and it probably won't be but about 5 or 10 minutes long, and then I'll let y'all know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one and get in my bunk, and then I'm gonna call you. But thank y'all everybody for coming. Real Truth, appreciate you. And if you leave a comment, you watch this again later, you leave a comment, I'll get in touch with you. And girl, and everybody else, thank y'all for coming. And if you like it, you know what to do. Peace.